Millions of Americans rely on Social Security payments to cover monthly expenses, but some recipients are shocked to learn that they were overpaid and now owe money back to the Social Security Administration. Consumer reporter John Matarese looks at how you can keep this from happening to you or a parent so you don't waste your money.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yours truly News here, just tapping in with you, giving you the updates as usual. I hope everybody's day is going well. You've already gotten your day started. You're knocking out all those things, all those tasks that were on your itinerary, and you're hitting every mark. So just wanted to say that. Let's get right into the news. Excuse me. Social Security releases over 900 million in underpayments. This is interesting because I'd say about 9 months ago, Social Security was actually stating and sending out letters to people stating that they actually were overpaid in Social Security as well as SSI payments. So it's just interesting to see that, 9 months later, they're getting into that. So let's actually check out what they said 9 months ago.
Imagine opening up your mailbox one day and finding a letter from the Social Security Administration telling you it's overpaid your benefits by thousands of dollars. Well, the SSA confirms to us that this has been happening and says as a result, it's re-examining its policies.
Well, you've heard that. That's interesting. So it's actually good to see that, them having these, overlooked policies, so to speak, is going both ways. And both ways meaning that, if they're able to say, okay, you were overpaid, they're able to go behind themselves as a checks and balance system where they're able to state or see where, you were actually underpaid. Because when you really look at it, these Social Security checks and these SSI checks are really a lot that some people have, or all that some people have. And they're not even a lot in the checks themselves, you know what I mean, as far as money-wise. So, a lot of this money they were saying were owed since June 2024. I mean, we're in July now, we're almost in August. However, that could have been somebody's, monthly rent or mortgage payment, utilities payment, or getting back and forth in their vehicle. Who knows? People need their money. Let's just put it that way. So let's go ahead and get into this next clip so we can kind of dissect that as well.
Rachel was hoping for a comfortable retirement, tending the flowers at her country home.
Your dahlias.
But those retirement dreams were shattered when she received this letter.
They told me that I owed them $3,662.
The letter says the agency is reducing her benefits since she receives both a widow's stipend and a small government pension for school library work.
Now, right here is what I mean as far as, a situation in the negative for Laura. The government now is telling her she's owing, over $3,000. That's a lot when it comes to somebody's mortgage, phone payment, gas, groceries, utilities. You know what I mean? That actually can cover that for multiple months. So that's not a little bit of money, So to kind of say, all right, she shouldn't be receiving a widow payment as well is crazy. You know what I mean? If she's used to her husband, and this is just saying, for example, if she's used to her husband kind of footing the bills and everything, then, at this age, it's kind of hard to throw her into a life where now she has to learn, how to better manage her money. This goes here, these payments, unexpected costs, maintenance of vehicles, things of that nature. So I would definitely say, I don't feel as though this was fair to her. But this is what I mean about situations that are in the negative. So, let's go ahead and check out the next clip.
You've got to be kidding me.
About 0.5% of payments are overpayments. But the number is higher, 8%, for the Supplemental Security Income Program, which also includes people with disabilities and older adults with little to no income. As to why these overpayments occur, the agency says on its website it can happen if you don't share important life updates, such as your ability to work, your living situation, marital status, or...
Yeah, so as you see, there's kind of these stipulations that they have that plays a part as far as overpayments as well as underpayments. So like the gentleman said, SSI benefits are for those aged of 65 or with a qualifying disability, usually blind or has very to low no income. So already you can see that these people need the money. And underpayments, pretty much, just to kind of give you the gist of it, underpayments are payouts not calculated properly. So right now they're saying about 209 million went to the most complex underpayments, as well as long-standing, meaning that these people were owed money for a long time already. So who knows what bills they might have fell behind on. And before, I didn't even mention credit cards. So we also have to play a part, we also have to factor that in as well. Now, that 209 million, well, we'll get back to that. Let's check out this next clip.
People are going to find out if and when they get the letter. By that time, it's, scramble and catch up mode.
We reached out to Danny Karen, the attorney behind the platform Your Lovable Lawyer, to ask what options people have.
One is you can petition to pay a smaller amount. And to do that, there's a PDF of an 8-page letter, which is not easy to suffer through.
Or ask the agency to waive repayment with this 10-page document.
They make your 1099 look like a game of tic-tac.
Now, with that being considered, I mean, just imagine the people who've already started the process of repaying them back. And, that might have set them behind to now have to hear, okay, well, you overpaid, so give us maybe 2 to 3 weeks, 6 weeks, and we'll send you your money back. Further setting people behind. And like I said, these people are already qualified because they have little to no income as well as a disability. Now, that 209 million that went out to the most complex underpayments as well as, long-standing payments, back to that went out to about roughly 81,000 people. So that just lets you know, just off that number alone, a small amount of people that were actually affected, which, truth be told, is not covering the large scale of people who were affected across the country. And like I said, we don't know everybody's situation. Everybody has their own struggle that they go through. So let's keep that in mind. But ladies and gentlemen, that was just us giving a brief spotlight on it to kind of give you the update as well, especially if this affects you. We feel as though it's important to you to know. Give us a like if you notice that we kind of lengthened the video to give you more facts. Definitely comment below. Let us know what you think. And subscribe. We're actually trying to get to 500, and we appreciate all your support. Thanks again. Yours truly, News. God bless.